Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. Let's do it now. Y'all won't supposed to hear that part then. Okay. Great, beautiful rising to all of our king, queen, gods, and goddesses. It is your boy, Terrible Waunstar. Can y'all hear me? Tell me if you can hear me first. Okay. Y'all can hear me good. Okay, I'm sorry. How everybody doing? How every wonderful swell being doing now? What I was singing when I came up in here, so I'm glad y'all couldn't hear me because I was off key and off note and I was off all of them. It was 7 days by Mary J. Okay, so Virgo, I feel like some of y'all are getting an epiphany and the understanding to get yourself together, get yourself back in good graces. Now, somebody want to come back into your presence. You are leaving people speechless because people wouldn't think you will act like this, Virgo. Like normally, you the kind person, you're the nice person, you're the person who really. It's either two type of Virgos. Let's say it like that. You either gonna pop your top or you're not gonna pop your top. Okay, so now normally when you don't pop your top, when it comes to, let's see it correctly because it was at the bottom, when it comes to love, when you don't pop your top, people like to take advantage of you. People like to try to run you over, especially a significant other that you give your all to. Okay, but Virgo, lately the energy that we have been into, make sure you keep doing your manifestations and your affirmations, for one, for the next 2 days. Two, some people don't think you are serious about walking away, serious about, standing your grounds and your boundaries. Okay, now most people do realize that, Virgo, you are very valuable. Like we said yesterday, you are a delicacy, you are a luxury. But people don't understand the preparation, again, what it takes for you to get to being that luxury and that delicacy. Some of y'all had to go through numerous times of pain and hurt. Some of y'all had to go through holding, turning the other cheek, walking away from situations so people wouldn't see the real you. Like Virgo, you've been doing this so well where you mastered it. But remember, I told you yesterday, and it's very rare you hear prayers from me come out there to the universe saying send it to the center, right? Now, the reason why sometimes you got to send it to the center, because sometimes when the universe don't do it for you, they are giving you a test. And I feel like some of y'all have been going through this test of turning the other cheek for far too long. People been taking your kindness for weakness. People been running you over. People been pushing your boundaries. And Virgo, I feel like you got to the point where you are so fed up about the situation. You so fed up about the scenario. You are standing your eminent effing ground. Okay. When I say, hey, this is a disclaimer. This is a general reading. Take it as resonate. If it resonate for you, hit the like, comment, and subscribe button and share as well. Now, this can be triggering. I will let you know this now. This message will be triggering. If you can't handle looking at yourself in the mirror, accepting the good, I know we all like to hear the good, but if you can't accept your flaws as well as your good, you're not being real to yourself, and that's being 1,000. That's just one of my mottos. That's just something I live by. And do I have issues with it? Hey, this is part of evolving in spirituality. Yes, I'm human. Yes, I don't. There's certain things I don't like to do because I know if I do it, I'm either gonna be here or I'm gonna let you go with it. But if I let you go with it, it's really to save you from me bringing the old side of me, that old dark person that we keep harnessed in deep within ourselves, because we don't like to bring that out because that's something we are not agreeable with. But it's getting to the point where people is starting to really have to see that other side of you. This is why the title is very like it's gonna leave you speechless, and it's not. Now, I wasn't gonna use them, but I'm gonna use them, but I'm gonna add a little twist to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a shout out to everybody. Sorry again that you couldn't hear me with no sound. I thought if my mic was on and I was over there just like, some Tuesday we went away, Wednesday things weren't the same, on Friday you came back, I wanted to. On Saturday, but Sunday we make. So I feel like somebody's trying to get back in your good gracious, Virgo. That's what I be telling you. Like when you stand your ground, it's appealing and sexy to people. They don't like it because they're not used to it. But it's like, Virgo, you got this energy of you saying no. You got this energy when you stand your ground and you not popping your top to express, but mentally you standing your ground. Some people really like that, and you got to get back into that way, Virgo. You have been too passive aggressive when it comes to individuals you need to be aggressive on. This is why the title is so significant about your actions is putting people and leaving people speechless because they're not used to seeing you like this, Virgo. They're not used to you acting in this type of way. If you at a job and you may tell your boss, "No, I'm not doing it because logically it don't make no sense. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you say it. I'm standing my ground. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong." People will turn around and look at you funny because you're holding your ground. You don't care if it's a boss. You don't care if it's a CEO. You don't care if it's the resident with a P. You don't care if it's an angel itself. If it's not divinely the one or the universe or the core, you're going to, I'm not saying rebel, but you're going to stand on things that's not right. And this is even coming to a relationship. Now, you may have been getting, now I'm not going to say ridicule, but you may feel like you've been getting ridiculed because somebody's not understanding you. Somebody's not being on your boundaries, not being in the situations where they can understand you, Virgo, because they probably never lived that life. They probably lived in the low vibrational toxic life where it's okay to do the things that they doing. It's okay for a person to be depressed all the time or just have to do it their way. It's okay for them, but Virgo, when you come in, you such a light worker. You've been going through this for far too long. This is even dealing with your friends. And when you get to a certain point, Virgo, of letting people do wrong for far too long, you will speak up, okay? And it's very funny about you speaking up because your actions, again, are leaving people senseless. Now, I can't say it may be the full moon energy or the new moon energy. You know, I get confused on which one it is, but I know it's one or the other right now. I know this energy is very, very overwhelming. It's more of an epiphany of what you want and what you don't want. Remember, you know, I've been talking about 12 for so long. We're gonna talk about it in December, okay? So we still talking about the subconscious transformations of what you want, and you are getting fed up from holding your composure for far too long. So Virgo is something that you've been holding in, and you've been watching yourself allowing people to do whatever they can. But the reason you are doing this because you have been observing doing the Virgo thing. Now you have been watching people. You just look at the patterns and you'll watch. You be like, okay, I done dressed this before. Okay, you're gonna keep doing it. You done dressed it, or even with the job, even with yourself, you may have been addressing something that you wanted to change in, something that you wanted to change on, and people kept on this strutting. Let me say it. They just kept strutting that ass right on over your boundaries. Okay, and the more they keep strutting that ass and strutting that ass over them boundaries, you get frustrated and frustrated, but you still be that passive aggressive. You still be turning that cheek, even though you try not to let that inner person out. Because if you let that inner person out, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, what made you do all of that?" So Virgo, you got to stop accepting acknowledgement from people or stop trying to get the acceptance of other people. One thing I heard, and I forgot that woman's name, but I hear this woman all the time, and she said some of y'all may seen it because I know some of y'all means people. We all social media people, but it's a meme dealing with Nache conversations. I'm gonna say it like that, okay? And the doctor, because she was on there with Dr. Be Serious, I cannot think of that woman's name, but she said something very sincere when it came to being an individual in a relationship. She said, instead of being in a relationship with other people, when are the last time you've been in a relationship for yourself? You can't get mad at the way how a person act. Is because we want them to be aligned with us in that type of form. So if you want to change that individual, you got to change the frequency. And once you change the frequency within you, you can't change their frequency. They either gonna dial in or they're gonna be left out. And that was one of the most informational quotes that I've heard. Y'all know what I'm saying. So if you got to break it down, y'all know what to go look for. I gave you a hint. So go look at that, and it's very recent. Let me see who this woman name is. I cannot think of that woman. It's hurting my feelings too. Hold on. I gotta look right quick. Now, while I'm doing this, shout out to everybody again. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button. That it's important to me because it let me know that you are being engaged into the channel. This is just me on a personal aspect. But far as anything else, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. We keeping the energy low just for a split second because I'm trying to find this person. Once I find it, we're gonna take off because it is. I think you should really hear what is that woman name? Ayanla. Iana and Yana and Yanla. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, go check that out whenever you get a chance. Now, you are deciding to let people see a side of you, Virgo, that people normally don't see while you stand in your ground, and your actions that you are taking is serious. Like you are no longer playing with people. It's like it's all or nothing. You standing your ground, you standing firm, you doing everything that you got to do. Some people been trying to play you like a fool, Virgo, and you've been analyzing and observing this for so long, you are getting tired, you're getting fed up. Okay, again, it's kind of like a lion with a cub. That's the best way to say it. You know how the lion always normally the male is always just to itself. He may play with the little cub now and then, but when the cub is starting doing a little too much, the cub, this is how the lion be like, oh, look, cub, now look, I'm trying to relax. I just traveled all around trying to make sure nobody ain't trying to infiltrate where we live at or infiltrate what's going on around here. And the cub like, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play, and this, that. And they're like, look now. And see, that's where you about to be, that type of energy. And you are no longer backing down and you showing everyone around that you mean business. Now, Virgo, you are releasing, but you are no longer taking, no more being the pushover, no longer being the one that everybody want to get over on or do this and do that. Like, Virgo, you are not really looking at that anymore because you have been working on yourself for far too long. And now you're getting fed up because you just got to stand on what you need to stand on. If it makes sense, give me a star in them. Now, I say, amen. So let's go ahead because I want to get into the tarot on this. You know me, I like to get more in depth. Spirit guides in the universe. So thank you right now for everybody coming to the channel. Lead us, guide us, give us the blueprint and the understanding towards our highest good and highest expectations. Now, anybody wishing any ill will, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, we're going to give it to you. Ooh, we've been working so hard on this. I'm doing better. We're going to give it to you, the universe. I say, amen. Okay. Woo. Now, Virgo, you still may be in that type of energy, Virgo. Like we gotta tone it down. Even though you've been mastering this for so long, people been putting you in a position where you really just don't want to explode because you afraid you may lose everything or things may be taking place. But remember what I said, sometimes you got to stand your ground to show people who you are. And this is where you at right now. So even the universe is testing you. So sometimes you still got to give it up to the universe, just like how Job did Jesus in the Bible. You got to do it like that because right now you are being submerged emotionally like Jonah in the whale. Why is y'all giving me all of these doggone Christian? Okay, even though you being swallowed up, it's time for you to get spewed out. It's time for you to return back to who you are. It's time for you to go back within your soul because again, the ways you become spiritual, you either must have a death experience or something to post-traumatically so tremendously wrong with you, it just snapped you into another being. That's the only way where I can give a third unless you was born into it and you choose to do that. So them are the only three ways that I can see a person being on this channel or being very high vibrational and spiritual. So, and whoever that is right there, we're not going to do that here because we are focused. You are the first person I had to actually take out of the channel. With that basically being said, so yes, you are leaving a lot of people speechless for the things that you got going on. Okay. Now let's gonna do a shout out. I already done the prayer. We're gonna do meditation at the end. So if you feel like sticking at the end and doing meditation, rock with us because I'm gonna be here for a little split second. So I'm gonna go to the top. Shout out to Selena. I see you, Queen. Shout out to Holly, Elizabeth, Johanna, Anka, Liz, 60s chick. I see you. Who else we got up in the building? Raven, shout out to my moderators. I love y'all very much. Ada, shout out to you as well. That's just about it. Everybody putting your shout outs in. Didi, everything is swell. Zara, I see you, Queen. Sharing, shout out to you as well. And whoever wanted to say that little stupid little quote that I had to take up out of the channel, shout out to you. Welcome for the time you was in till you said something disrespectful. And that's one thing we're not going to tolerate here, disrespect, because this is not my channel. This is the universe channel. And I'm not egotistical on this channel. I am a vessel and a student, just like the rest of you on here, and I will not allow anything that's gonna mess up the universe message to you guys. Okay. Molly, shout out to you as well. L, I see you. God Harness, I see you as well. So let's get on up into this thing. Woo. All right. I hope everybody doing good and wonderful. I hope y'all got your little water outside with your little positive prayer and affirmations on it. Virgo, you are shining. Some of you, I want to say financially, don't be worried about a thing. I feel like some of you may have been tired for doing the repetitious same things, even though we are routine people. Oh, yes, we are routine. But Virgo, you may feel like you were in a mental prison. You may feel like you locked up, locked in, tied down, something that's just not bringing you to your freedom the way you want to. And it's all because you've been harnessing and holding this energy in, being fearful of who you may hurt in the process. Spirit said, don't worry about it. Everything's a lesson. You are a divine worker. When you come through and you do what the things you do it to test and tempt. You test people to see if they're going to understand. Virgo, what we got right now is the moon card, also being clarified by the King of Swords basically being upright. So it is letting me know, Virgo, right now you may be going through some type of imbalances, or you may be going through some type of trouble emotionally, where you are trying to regain that balance, but you being very strategic and analytical. Now, people don't realize the King of Swords, King of Swords is a very serious individual in the tarot card. Always mean business, even though this person is structured. You know, a king, just think about kings. This is a person that very, very communicative. Like, you know how to talk to people. You know how to keep yourself open. You know how to do everything that you need to do, but you are very stern when it comes to certain situations, especially things that you don't like being in the dark. You get very stern about. Now, Virgo, you got on some type of armor where it blocks you from snakish activity. Like, you can pick up on that. You can read up on that. Virgo, you have been going through so many situations in your life being crossed out. Like, you're the master of knowing when a cross is about to come, or when somebody's trying to manipulate you, or when somebody's trying to bring you down. You know about all of that. Now, Virgo, the pureness that you have within your heart, yes, you are seeking things to be genuine, seeking for things to be pure. But when people start stomping over you, Virgo, when people start doing the dumb stuff and won't let your ancestors in to help you grow, or trying to keep you in some type of toxic behavior, your divine intervention come in, and what you are destined to be, you have went through. And when you go through the certain situations numerous of times, you are like that lion with that cub of whoever this energy is. Like, you are like, okay, now I had to learn the lessons from you. I know how you operate, move. I'm trying to be cool with you. I'm trying to keep you in my circle. Now I'm trying to show you that I'm 1,000 with you as being a Virgo. But what happened is, Virgo, with these illusions, because you're like, okay, something ain't right. So now you've been going through it so long, you have not seen any change. You have seen something like a stalemate situation when it comes to you and your emotions. Now, this can be strongly dealing with you. Normally, we talk about the other person, Virgo, but on this one, I feel like this is majority of you, of the things that's going on inside your mind. Because I feel like for like 2 or 3% of whoever's on here, I feel like you got a divine person that's helping you go through this divine intervention. You just want to repel and run away because it's not going the way that you need it to go. But the ones that got the evidential facts about somebody's doing you wrong, and you've been turning the other cheek, and the job not giving you what you really deserve or your value, and they want to send you some type of BS, or send you some type of political campaign mentally, where it's just going to keep you strawed in from being the worker at the bottom, while the other people at the top laughing off of you, not doing nothing but watch you do the work. Virgo, you put a stop to all of that. Like, you've been going through this for so long, it has eventually turned your body, turn your soul around, where you have to let that dark person that you keep in. I ain't saying the one that is going out being a dog and low vibrational. It's two different. Okay, if you spiritual, you understand your shadow self. And if you understand your shadow self, you understand when to let this out and when not to let this out. And if you highly spiritual, you know how to merge your light and your dark to make it contrast to be the yin and the yang. If some of y'all understand. Now, this reading will be deeper than most of you can comprehend. I will say this now. But Virgo, the leap that you are taking. You are fearful of taking this leap of faith because you know you got to leave some people that you don't want to leave. It's some sacrifices that you're gonna have to make, Virgo, that you don't want to make, and you fearful of doing it because some of you don't like being alone. Mhm. The challenges is though, Virgo, you are overcoming over this. You've been doing it for, when I say a minute, you had to do it to become this nurturing vessel of how to use your emotions, how to use your light. And even when it comes to old friends that used to be around, they have seen you transform so much because now you this remarkable energy. You are beautiful, you are kind, you are delicate. Remember, I said delicacy. That man, some of y'all need to really look up I'm finna do it for us. Time out. I'm finna do it for us. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I am as a you know how I am. I'm gonna break it down to you because we got to get this together. Okay. I'm gonna put down a definition of delicacy. Okay. So rock with me for a minute. Give me a second, Virgo. I got you. I'm gonna be very quick. Now, hold on. Let's go to I want to go to Cambridge Dictionary. Y'all want to go to let's go to Cambridge Dictionary. I want to go crossover. I want to go across these right quick. Okay. Because they known for delicacy. So let's go to the home. All right, something especially rare or expensive that is good to eat. So, Virgo, you are being this delicacy. You have turned on from all the preparation of the hard work to make this delicacy to be seen. You are being shown the light, you are being shown the way, and you are being this person now that's no longer standing for anything that's manipulative, anything that's not gonna help you grow. And time out, I gotta give y'all time out. Shout out to you and tell your tell the baby happy belated birthday, or I did see that, so happy belated. I wanted to do it this way instead of pressing the little like button and heart button. So happy belated birthday. Okay, make sure you rewind it and let them know. I got you. All right, so back to delicacy. The relate like you gotta understand, Virgo, you are so beautiful and you rare. You expensive. You spiritually expensive. People are not used to expensive because when people get money, this is different than a material value. This is a spiritual value, and you so spiritually value where the point where you are just a beautiful light that just shining glitters, and whatever it touch, it turns to value. But people don't realize, even though you are this, some of y'all, okay, oh god, some of y'all is like a lemon, but inside is a true delicacy. On the outside, you look like a lemon. It's kind of like a cake, right? You know how the chefs be making them cakes, like that look like what it like food and stuff like that, but it's really a cake. Like on the outside, you look like a lemon. You look sour and bitter, but inside, if they actually like a lemon and actually bite down and taste into your spirit and taste into the knowledge and taste into your emotion, they'll realize you a delicacy like none ever before. You've been overcoming over the actions of dealing with this because you had to find some type of way to get out of the depression of the delays or keep on being optimistic with people who don't mean you no good. You have been dealing with this all because you had to complete a cycle. And the cycle that you had to complete is the one within yourself. This wasn't divinely for you, dealing with love, dealing with cloudy judgment, dealing with trusting in the universe, trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, believing into the things that you need to do instead of believing in man or one man. You're leaving people speechless because you are understanding that ooh, play a fly. Nobody needs nobody, but you do. All I got is me and my dog. So hey to all of y'all, you feel me? Like you got somebody, you got people there, and even though you don't see them there, they physically may not be there, but they spiritually there. They've been prepping you. Universe been prepping and whipping you and fixing you to be this spiritual delicacy of who you're about to be now, and you leaving them speechless because you no longer holding your tongue back. You like, hey, this is what I don't like. I'm sitting up there telling you for so long, I ain't like it. Hey, you don't know why you think I'm playing like I'm ready to throw whatever I need to throw at you right now. Cause hey, you crossing the boundaries. Like you either gonna respect me or I'm finna get gone. Either or, it's cool with the Virgo. And people are looking and it's different. And even by you being at the job, you're like, okay, you cross me. I knew it was gonna happen. Capiche. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna help you. But you just don't know deep down when I help you, I'm a crush you. I'm not gonna give you everything that a Virgo give people to learn because I know a person's taking my place. Or that's how you may be feeling. But the thing about it, you still going through the storm, doing what's right, while still gotta pull out this darkness to stand your ground. Some of you may be going through the dark night of the soul right now. But this was divinely meant for you to go through because the lack of directions that you've been taking lately. Like 1 minute you want to be in a relationship, 1 minute you don't. 1 minute you want to be at the job, 1 minute you don't. 1 minute you want to be changing into the better. Next minute you're going back to your old ways. But what you understanding right now, Virgo, the mental blockages that you've been having from your ancestors, from this is all because you've been having the fear of something from your past or something from the present. To each his own. It can be you going through a third party situation. I'm so tired of talking about third parties. I feel we're gonna, hey, 2025, we ain't gonna talk about no more third parties. If this come out, it is what it is because I feel like the more we keep dealing with this, the more we keep manifesting this. And the more we keep manifesting this, the more we not understanding the lessons of the truthful, painful endings or the truthful pain that we need to go through to evolve and elevate. But if you're dealing with this with a person, it's all mentally inside your mind. Again, how did Iyanla say it? She said it. You in relationship with the wrong people. You want to do better, change you first. Things you don't chase, you attract. But if you're not changing you and you trying to please everybody else, you putting work into everybody else but yourself. So how can you attract what you want if you're not even living in your truth? So this truthful that kept you blocked, this pain, you started to release. You divinely had to go through the lessons to release the responsibility, release the burdens. You had to let go. Now, is it life? It's life. That life be life. That like it is what it is. However, emotionally, you're not getting what you want. But you need to cut yourself away from the emotional damage from others and start focusing on the emotional healing within you. Because these delays, and the more you be optimistic, I ain't gonna lie, the more you be optimistic, the more you be holding yourself in. And the more you hold yourself in, the more you got to go through the challenges by having to allow spirit to show you the right way to get through it, or you gonna forever go through it with different people but the same deities. And when you finally stop and you finally understand about these people bitter ways, about people is all about themselves, this, that, and the other. Now you starting to understand that the new road for you, you got to accept things and let it be. Do you fight? Virgo, y'all mentally fight. Y'all spiritually fight. Y'all don't physically fight no more. Some of y'all spiritually fight. But you are being more strategic when it comes to dealing with this bitter energy. Now, this can be even you dealing with yourself. I told you this is part of you. Take it as a resonate because this energy's got this reading is so deep. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. It's deeper than the normal because it got so many analogies. It got so many codes that you got to decode within yourself for your life purpose. But you being strategic against this beautiful type of energy. And I don't know if it's like people overindulging into other things and not you. If so, Virgo, let's be 1,000. And ooh, I hate to do this today. And I got to break us in. I don't care how long this reading gonna be. Virgo, if with the Three of Cups right here, it's showing me you are being strategic on how to get over a situation that a person been overindulging in or you've been overindulging in. But this is still part of your divine intervention. Okay. I had to put this to the top. Spirit threw this to the top. I'm coming to back to senses so I can see just a little bit. But Virgo, this is a divine intervention of you get blocking your ancestors, dealing with people that want to put you in situations that's not for your purpose. You've been very strategic and analytical for far too long because you always thinking without putting in action. So some spirit telling me quit procrastinating, because again, the delicacy that you are opening up yourself and your spirit to take this journey to emotionally evolve. But you got to go through the change of the depression, of the repression. You got to go and through the changes of changing into transmuting energy to being positive. But you've been holding in this energy for so long of people that's hurted you, people that has crossed you, people that had made you mentally stuck, and you trying to figure out all these damn answers, Virgo. Now I'm getting upset. You trying to figure out all these answers instead of just understanding like the lessons that you need to learn within yourself is letting go of the responsibility of things that's not in your control. All right. Even though this overindulgence is taking place, Virgo, it's not for your highest good. It's not for your greater good. No, the more strategic you come, yeah, you physically don't want to get hurt. You physically don't want to see it. So some of you may be a little bit. We got to transmute that little bit delusional energy, okay, Virgo? You starting to let some of the wrong ancestors that's not for your highest good and some of these wrong deities interact with the mental way that you are thinking that's creating this over analyzation. With that basically being said, Virgo, right now you are dealing with somebody that's a narcissist, okay? Narcissistic type of energy, very narcissistic type of energy, okay? Now, the only thing about what you are dealing with, the changes that you are making, you are no longer trying to be bitter. You are no longer trying to be and ego when it comes to people that's around. Okay, now not only that, Virgo, you are manifesting into something new, and the more you are starting to manifest, the more you are starting to take action into the things that you need to. But you had to pull back, you had to see things more clearly. And Virgo, more majority of you get into a situation when you get fed up with people, you like to work, you like to throw that to the back burner and work. Spirit said, you're not listening to us. You need to take a time out for yourself so you can see how things are really are, how they really are. And right now, for these next couple of days, you may need to pull back. You may need to take a break away from the job. You may need to take a break and just see what the things that you need to do for yourself in order to grow and to get into the place that you need to be. Because for one, you are tired of people taking advantage of you. You tired of getting caught up in crossed out situations where people are you getting their own beneficial gain. But it's all in what we allow. And Virgo, you have allowed that for so long to go through that harness type of energy. You forgot, some of y'all forgot even how to be happy within yourself. Take out everything that you have from everybody, and what do you have for you? It leaves some of us speechless because we never thought about it. Virgo, right now, if you in some type of query or something that's shocking, that's unexpected, you are desiring more. It's something deep within your soul that wants you to evolve and elevate, and that's you listening to your ancestors. Now, some of you may want a reconciliation. Some of you may just roll the dice and just spoke your ground and done whatever you had to do just to stand scared. Don't be scared, Virgo. You stand on what you stand on. And if people don't like it, that's okay. If people do, that's still okay. And I feel like this is the first time you had to stand on something, Virgo, because you got so fed up. Because the reason why, because you seriously ready to walk away from a job, from people, from family, from hell, even your kids, if you could, for some of you. But you're trying to block all of this emotional baggage. And you're doing great at it because it's part of your divine intervention. Because what you've been on a road that has been having you detoured off of your purpose. So when you start thinking about how can I get Susie together, man? You know what, man? Right now, Susie been going doing this, that, and the other. I wanted Susie talking to this person and that person, man. Fuck all of that. Oh, I wonder what Tyrone doing. I wonder if Tyrone at work is like he say he at work, or is he at work? Is he talking to this and talking to that? Should I go through his phone? Should I not? Should I just go ahead and get on social media and find me somebody else, man? Forget all of that. When have you just stopped and focused on yourself? When have you blocked everything out? And this is what's bringing that dark side out, Virgo, because I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to be 1,000 with you. I had to, and y'all want to know how I be the way that I am, okay? Is it easy? Hell no. I had to go in my mind, right? And this is a side note. Some of y'all can try it if you want to, if it'll help you, but it helped me, but it can help you. And this is a secret that I'm one of my secrets. So if you think I'm crazy, delusional, it is what it is. I don't care, but it helped me get to what that I got to. I had to go in my mind and do a meditation. I had to take my higher self, sit it at a table. I had to go find my inner child, sit him at the table. And then I had to take my dark side and sit him at the table. And me, myself, sat at this table. And I had to sit up there and make a conversation. Look, I'm the avatar of this body. I need you to do this. I need my inner child to come out when it's time for the inner child to come out. But I do allow. I said, now you dark side, I gotta put you in a cage. But I'm gonna make a permission. I'm not gonna lock it, but you gotta stay in there. And I know the only time you come out when it's coming towards you protecting me, or me something that I need to stand on. So I will allow you to come out at that time. Because you got to think about it, when you're in the dark, you got to adapt. And adapting is very hard. But if you got to use your instincts, that is the dark side of you. So instinctively, I know if something ain't right and I pop off my top and I do what I got to do. Yeah, I may be wrong at the time, but I'm still right because I had to let him out, because he only come out when your energy is like that. This is not what you see. This is what you feel. So when that come out, I don't get mad about it. I allow it to. So only time he get to come out though is after I get tired of getting pushed over and pushed over and pushed over and pushed over and pushed over, and he gotta have acceptance from my ancestors. That's the only way. So when he comes, or this emotional turmoil, or this emotional struggle that you be going through, Virgo, it's because it's all of a sense of protection. And that's why you've been dealing with the energies around people. You know something ain't right, that person doing that and the other. Oh, no, you crazy. But it all comes down the road that you was right the whole time. So Virgo, you getting tired of getting put in situations dealing with people that like to hurt you. You're getting tired of put in situations because you're the star. You shining. And the more you do protect yourself, thank you. Who said that? Man, your name is so long. Man of a curtain age. I'm a shout you out for that because I seen it flow through. Like whoever said, okay, hold on, time out. I knew I was gonna catch me some. It's about that time them numbers done got up. Okay, Justin, you know what? I'm gonna leave you on here. No, it's not voodoo, baby. It's hoodoo. If you want to call it right, it's kind of like Wicca, and it's kind of like dark magic. It's all in the perception of how you take it. Now, me, I'm nothing but a vessel of light. You can check every one of my readings that I have done. It's nothing but positive light and positive growth. Now, two, I want you to sit back. I was gonna block you and take you out, but I'm not gonna do it because if you on here, you getting some information that's very suitable for you, and I'm not gonna let you disrupt it too. So sit down, young child, and I command you to hush. I command you to get the information that you need for your positive good and understanding. And if you don't like it, I command you to walk out the door. The choice is on you. And I love you anyway, no matter what you put down or what you say, because your little energy does not hurt nothing. So you wanted your fame? I gave you your moment. Did it do anything? Not really. Will I love you? Yeah, but I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna let you learn today. Cause normally I don't take it. Learn a little bit, get some knowledge. This ain't from me. I'm just a vessel. Listen to the universe. That's why you on this channel. Okay? Let's rock on. Now, the star that you are a star. You are this beautiful vessel. You're doing everything that you got to do right now to shine, and spirit is helping you. However, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, basically with the Knight of Cups being upright, you are slowly cutting off the people that's not meant for you, and you are slowly taking this journey and taking people by surprise by emotionally standing for what you believe in. If you understand, people don't understand. Even though the armor is on, and you may be slow because you've been prepared for when this get ready to come. How you gonna do it? If you do it like this, what move I'm gonna take? What I'm gonna do here? What I'm gonna do there? What I'm gonna do this? What I'm gonna do that? You armored up. You armored up, even though you're going slow, because you're fearful of going into this battle because you know how many people you're going to have to slay. You know how many people that you're going to have to hurt. And you don't want to do that because this is the cups. You're emotional. You are very emotional. You're like, look, I don't want to hurt you. I love you. No matter if it's your job, no matter if it is an enemy. I love you. I don't want to hurt you because if I get into that state, I don't know where it's going to take me as an individual of the Virgo. So with that basically being said, you're leaving people speechless. And why you leaving them speechless? Because you're doing 5 things, numerous things. 1, you are starting to take back your power. 2, you starting to stand your ground and people see your real worth of how you are. 3, you starting to understand your value and where the universe is trying to take you and not man or one man. 4, you are helping yourself get back aligned to the spiritual vessel that you are. And this is the new beginning. When 2025 hit, you're going to be in, you already catching the blessings. But these are the breadcrumbs of the rainbow that's coming down to you. You got to stop worrying about people. You got to stop worrying about how they doing whatever they doing, because if you look at the whole body, the cells is still a different world. It's worlds we don't even see. It's things that you're gonna have to go through that you ain't never been through, Virgo. It's gonna be some people that you're gonna have to leave behind. It's gonna be some people that you have to stand your ground. It's gonna be some people you're gonna be like, you know what? It is what it is. But the point is, it's divinely meant when it happens. It only happened for a reason. If you don't turn around and talk to somebody about something, talk to somebody, you can do 2 things. You either can, or you can walk off. Now, most people walk off, but to me, it's nothing wrong with that to a certain degree. Because if you don't address on how to speak on something that you are compassionate about, if you don't know how to speak on certain things, people are going to continue to walk over you. So you can't hold it in. And I know it's kind of hard for you not what to say because you say things a little too bluntly and people take it the wrong way, then you be ready to have to defend yourself. I know Virgos. But the thing about it is you gotta say it anyway. So what? People doing all this energy around you, you do the same. Why? If you feel the way that you feel, do what you gotta do. So, ooh, Virgo. The energy I'm feeling is very dark. Like I'm trying to leave, but I can't. And it's all about the process of you and these emotions. Virgo, take a time out. You got to pull back. You got to pull back, okay? And I'm not saying pull back from love. Just pull back for about 72 hours. Let this energy shift, because you speaking, but pull back while you speaking. Speak when spoken to. Because right now, when I look at these swords right here, mentally and logically, you ready to tell some people up with some communication. Even though this card is talking about meditation and sitting back and no, I'm looking at this like you divinely ready to use every one of these swords to cut a new foundation. Them swords don't look happy right now. Them swords look like, hey, I'm gonna use this with this hand, this foot, and this foot. And it's one of them. But it ain't time, because whatever's shocking Virgo, it's a learning lesson. Let's go on and close this out. It's a learning lesson. And the people are speechless because, yeah, you are walking away. Yeah, you are telling people no. Yeah, you are like, it is what it is. But you are getting your respect. It's going to be challenging, Virgo, because this is slow, because people are not used to seeing you change like this. But you got to do your part. And if you make this decision, stand on it. If you made this decision, you got to stand on it. You can't do it right now and then be like, forgive me 30 minutes later, because a person is saying, hell, I can keep on walking over your boundary because you ain't gonna do nothing but apologize. Let me say how they say it and Two Can Play That Game. It's an old movie. Two Can Play That Game with Vivica Fox. She said it was a part in there. Shit, if you want your person to do right, if they do wrong, you gotta chastise that ass. And I feel like that's what backfired for some people when they tried to do it to you. But it's your turn to do it to them. Chastise that ass. You want them? They got to learn. That's why some of y'all walked away. That's why some of y'all push them to the side. This is why some of y'all doing the changes now. But it's all divinely meant for you to go through what? What we talked about at first. Divine intervention. And this is why you're leaving people priceless and shocked. And I feel like if it's coming to your job, I feel like one day the general manager, the CEO, like I ain't talking about the one in the branch. I'm talking about one of the main ones gonna come in and gonna have a conversation with you, Virgo, this out of the blue, and realize that you somebody that they're gonna want to put on their wing. And it's gonna elevate and jump you over all these haters. It's a lot of people that want to suppress and keep you down. Virgo, we talked about that before, but I feel like you're standing on that. And I told you, if you act on it, stand on it. Act on it, stand on it. Be about your business right now. And somebody cross you, stand on it, call it out. Hey man, look, excuse me. I ain't got no problem with you. What's up? I ain't even trying to come at you the wrong way, but I feel like right now that was some crossed out stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, as an individual, you wrong. And if you can't accept it that you're wrong, it is what it is. But I'm gonna do my part and tell you that you're wrong. Nobody probably ain't told you that, but I'm gonna stand to you and tell you you're wrong. Now, if you want to write me up or fire me or do whatever you got to do, that's on your discretion. But that's part of your ego. But I'm gonna tell you, as the individual that I am, some of the things that you are doing is wrong. That's part of your ego. Get out of your ego and start get back into the foundation of things that you need to do. Now, you ain't say nothing wrong. You just broke their ego, and that's how you check somebody. You said what you said. It is what it is. Now, if you're looking for acceptance, that's when it's gonna go south. And I feel like right now, Virgo, when you speak, you speaking words. And like from these three of swords, from we done seen it before, they're truthful, whatever truthful. With these swords right here, you yeah. And you trying not. That's why I said pull back. You meditating. You already know what you're gonna say, what you're gonna say, what you say. But you still pulling back, and by the grace of the universe is still holding you back for you to understand that it's a lesson that you need to learn instead of you going through a same cycle off of emotional instability. So with that basically said, man, we closed it out on right on time. That was like a good sermon. Oh, okay. All right. Virgo, I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button. I don't know which one is calling to me today. Y'all don't never see me do this. I normally just flip randomly. All right. Virgo. Here and now. Okay, my bad. All right, here and now. The future does not exist, and the past is gone. You focus on the present moment. You have confidence in life again because here and now, there's no danger. Everything happens when your soul is ready. And I feel like your soul is ready because of balance. You find balance between each sphere of your life. You're the master of your daily life. You make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. Bring love to the world by fulfilling the needs of your body and your soul. And that's what I was hearing now. One more for my homegirl. I kind of miss my homegirl. Jackpot. You finna hit it big, Virgo. Jackpot. Shout out to Ra. Man, I miss my little spiritual sister. Now, shout out. But you're gonna hit that jackpot. 777 can be very significant for you, but get ready because that big win is coming. That big win is coming for you. That jackpot. You only live once. Stay in your ground. Stay in your purpose. Be who you need to be. Luck is on your side. Universe is on your side. You've been going through this for so long, but it's time for you to stand here and now for the perfect balance that you need for 2025 moving on forward, okay? So I just want to say peace, love, and light. Light, love, and peace. I love you. God love you. Universe love you. Let me get one last shout out. You know I like to shout people out, man, because y'all rock on the channel. Y'all family. So I'm gonna shout you out. Let me scroll up a little bit more. Cassie, no, I was not talking to you. It was somebody named JN that just wanted to say it was voodoo, and then I had somebody talking about trying to give me head. We're not gonna talk about that on that channel. That is so disrespectful. That's disrespectful. We talking about being serious and elevating through life and elevating through this, that, and the other right now. Look, I am a vessel of light, and that's not a part of being a vessel of anything. That's you trying to distract somebody's mental mindset from giving a message. So we're not gonna do that. And then if you want to know the what practice is, he said it wrong. It's not voodoo, and I don't do voodoo. I just do nothing but just pull cards and let my intuition. But that same person can go right into a church right now and let a prophet touch him on the forehead and do the same thing I'm doing. So what makes us different? Thank you. So I wasn't talking to you, baby girl. Cassie, you one of my A1 day ones. I know who you are. People don't understand this ain't nothing but pulling cards, but really it's all about intuition. Everybody can do this. Some people may not be strong at it. Some people may not be called for it. But little people do know. I will give you something before I close out. I ran from ministry. Yes, I know the Bible forwards and backwards. I know I wanted to know more about the truth, so I started reading the Quran, the Torah. I started being more of a theologist because I like different cultures and everybody's not the same. Some people don't even know Christianity to this day if they far in the hibiscus parts of the woods. I don't know what made me say hibiscus, but hibiscus part of the woods. But they still living up to the expectations of living light, purity, growth, and living blissful. We have different cultures. Western culture has really deformed us from being our spiritual self. But it takes people like us, the light workers, Virgos, to bring the light back out. It's all about personal growth and development. And what that person done when he said it was voodoo, no, get it right. Voodoo is darkness. Let me give you some information because I do research before I act on anything. Hoodoo is the practice like Wicca. Africa has a lot of hoodoo practices, Muslim practices, Islamic practices. When you go over there, you got to understand their culture and understand their laws and their religion. So if I ever wanted to go to Saudi Arabia and a friend of mine is an Islamic brother, be like, hey, Waunstar, I want you to come and visit Mecca with me. I may not know nothing about that, but I know that's very energetic with people go to the core. And yeah, I would love to experience that with my brother if that makes him feel good. I'm not gonna say, no, you like Allah. The hell? Words, if you think it down in the Tower of Babel, when he switched the languages, let's be logical. Tower of Babel, we all got together. He broke us down and switched the languages. This is in the Christian Bible. If he broke the languages, don't we still have the same God with different cultures and languages? Don't we still have the same core? Duh. But the problem is, Western culture created a lot of division. We allowed division to take over our lives. This is why we leave people speechless. You're no longer dealing with it. Like, you know what's going on. You know when somebody do this, that, and the other. Virgos know it. Virgos just tolerate it. It's a difference. Only thing a Virgo don't like is when a person being lied to and you know you being lied to. That's the only problem. We're logical people. We know you're human. Hell, you ain't perfect. We ain't perfect. But we know. So when it comes to this, you are leaving a lot of people speechless. It's because it's time for it. Here and now, time for you to speak on what you spoke on because you've been holding your tongue for too long. Now is divinely your time for you to say what you got to say. They either can take it or leave it. Don't worry about hurting nobody's feelings. If you heard it, you heard it. So what? That's their perception. Get in and get out. And it's not being mean. It's just standing your ground. So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. I love you. God love you. Universe love you. Make sure you love yourself. That's the most important thing on the channel. I'm sorry that we on here for a long one on this one. Now, I didn't know I was going to be on here this long. I really didn't. But I just want to say, I love you. You're doing great. Make sure you do some affirmations. Walk outside, give a good prayer to your ancestors. Go outside and say, I just thank you, universe, for everything that you do. The good, the bad, the ugly, the lessons. Through it all, I just want to thank you. And thank you for showing me how to refrain myself when it's time to be refrained. And thank you for allowing me to express myself when it's time to express. Ashe, amen. So, money come easily and often to me. Money come easily and often to me. Ashe, amen. I am healthy for the life that I'm living. I am healthy for the life that I'm living. Ashe, amen. And I am attracting things to help me grow for my highest good. Again, I am attracting things to help me grow for my highest good. Ashe, amen. So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. To the next beautiful time that we encounter each other, I just want to say, Ashe, amen. I love you. I hope you got your soul refreshed, like Holly said. Shout out to everybody that comes in. Remember, you're a big win right now. You knowing that you are so much of a delicacy, baby. Just remember you that delicacy. Like when they get to you, Virgo, you got a head. It ain't just one of them. You got delicacy, okay? So I love you. God love you. The universe love you. Make sure you love yourself. Let me go and get back into what I need to do. I'm glad the universe stopped me down for a minute just to give you this message. This is very powerful. Now, I may be on tomorrow, I may not. Y'all know I've been in and out. It's no. So with that basically being said, I love you. God love you. Universe love you. Let me get on up out of here. This was from the soul, and I ain't gonna lie, this hit from the soul real good. But you are leaving people speechless because the actions you are taking, and you don't care who it is. You being the Virgo who you meant to be, and that's what I love it. Stand that ground. Till the next time I see you, peace, love, and light, love, and peace. I say, man, baby. Salah. Yeah.